down at Ort Lumber in New London, Wisconsin. Ort have this is the first TimberPro we've used in the mill-yard application. It's worked so well that he's ordered 2 more. Right now the operator is just breaking down the deck, kind of sorting out the wood somewhat for the front-end loader type machine. The engine's dying down somewhat because he has the RPM way low for loading purposes. You'd have a little bit more RPM, of course, for motivating the machine, especially when he gets somewhat of a load on it. Very, very good operator. I like the way he keeps that engine at lower RPM. There's no sense of putting the throttle full bore, burning a lot of fuel needlessly. The operator says he never ever runs out of power with the loader. You'll pick up 2 or 3 logs together beside you just see him put on the back. Going to head to the deck. Here he is at the deck. There's a couple logs that fell between the chains. He's picking those out of there and straightening them out. And I guess evidently cleaning up the trash underneath the deck. That's the more the advantages you can use with this machine. You lay the butts the way they should be as far as going through the head rig. The big advantage of being to load off the front, rides up to the deck and puts his wood on the chain. He has a new 820, feeding the deck, unloading trucks, sorting logs and so on. Here he has a load of 8s he's taking to the deck. Quite a load. You can see it really moves along quickly. They say it's the best machine they ever had for yard work. Got quite a package on there. Here's a picture of the old Polar pre-hauler. When I was with Polar near Anigo, Wisconsin, we made about 35, 40 of these machines. A lot of them still working out there, working in mill yards. There's the old and there's the new. Here he is loading another load of ash that has to go to a different mill. The primary purpose of this machine is to usually unload trucks, feed the deck, do a lot of sorting in the yard from different species, different grades of logs and so on. grades the log. The TimberPro being able to work over the front end and having 360-degree rotation. You can do the sorting and picking up and having a lot of area to do it in. Ort Lumber now has 3 of these machines, and they said it's the best investment they ever made. This machine is getting exactly twice the amount of work when they're feeding the deck as the older free haulers. Again, the operator sits in there, no coat on, very, very comfortable listening to his stereo. The kicker up there that feeds the logs out of the chain broke down, so they had to bring the TimberPro over here, and he's going to feed it from the end, just as you see there. One more major versatility of this machine. Another main job this machine has, of course, is unloading trucks. It's such a big advantage to be able to position yourself in almost any way, and of course work off the front as you see him doing here. I'm in the Ort Lumber Yard in Tagerton, Wisconsin, trying to get pictures of this is the third 820 that Ort now has, working in yards, sorting, decking, feeding the decks, these type of things. That the machine just doesn't need outriggers. It's extremely stable no matter how big a load you've got in that bucket. Now he'll go to the deck with that load. Upper piles, occasionally unload a truck and feed the deck at the mill. This happens to be evidently all hard maple. I don't know really why he's swinging those into that deck over there. Be sure and take notice of the stability of the machine. I'm going to hone in on the higher area of the machine. You see if it tips very much when he lifts. Very, very smooth hydraulic system, which of course means that you don't have any kind of jerky motion. The operator certainly knows what he's doing. Some logs go on the deck and some on the machine. Tremendous amount of stability. The operator has told me he can move 6 times as much wood as any other machine they have in the yard. This must be factual because the owner of this mill has bought 3 of these machines now. No outriggers to put down. Beautiful air-conditioned, heated cab, radio, stereo. This fella says I even eat my lunch in it. You want to move, step on a pedal, move up a few feet. That must be a veneer log there. Another veneer log going on the machine. That's evidently what he's sorting.